I cannot believe what the workmen have accomplished here, Michael. I mean, there wasn't even a wall over there yesterday. And the floor is all ready for polishing. This is going to be the most beautiful showroom. Oh, thank you.
I think so, too. Now, remember, Gabrielle, we are silent partners, so I don't want you to say anything to these workmen out here or any of the hotel staff about our little arrangement.
Mum's the word.
Good.
But I still don't know how I'm ever going to thank you for everything you've done for me. Please don't ever hesitate to ask anything of me. Anything at all?
Don't worry, I won't hesitate. But I assure you, my association with you has given me everything I could ever possibly want.
Oh, yeah, Pony Express. Here we're coming in. One more time. Open up that corral. Ready? Oh! All right, we got a few letters here we dropped off. Let me get that. There we go. Okay, all right, we got more. This is great, huh? How you doing? Oh, good boy. Okay, I think that's about it, huh? What do you say, Kim?
I think so. But before this young man goes anywhere, I think he needs a change of clothing.
Morning.
Morning. Look at you. You and your daddy's got more on your overall than in your stomach.
Well, I guess that you want some more here. I guess Daddy's out of practice, huh?
Let's try it again. One more bite.
A little more work, and Daddy will get this down just fine.
Here we are.
See?
We'll take some cereal with us, okay?
Oh, man.
All right. I'll bring him back down to say goodbye before we leave, all right?
Wait. Give Daddy a kiss, cowboy. Apples, I love that. Whoa, hey, Clint, whoa, watch what you're doing there. You're gonna drink a whole bowl of coffee there. You're gonna be all wired up all day.
Yeah, well, seeing as how I've already had a couple cups, I guess you're probably right.
Okay, what's going on? You want to tell me why your mind is working overtime?
All lies.
Asa, darling, I wish you wouldn't read the financial pages so early in the morning.
Has nothing to do with it. This here is the Texas Guardian. There's an article in here that says, I stole land from the Indians.
Asa, you didn't.
Of course not. They came to me to buy the land. I gave them more than a fair price for it. But this highfalutin female reporter is accusing me of ripping them off so she can sell them damn papers.
Asa, darling, please settle down. You can call her. I'm sure you can straighten the whole thing out.
I already tried to call that muckraker. Her editor says she's in New York at the Women's Association press conference. Why didn't I think of this before? Renee, where is Vicky staying?
Vicky?
Yeah, she's at the conference. She can track this two-bit sensationalist down and give her a good piece of this family's mind.
Asa, darling, I would rather you didn't call Vicky right now.
Why the hell not?
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in.
I thought for your grand opening, you could have the hotel cater a buffet, set up a bar area right over there, and that it would be very interesting and unique if we... Gabrielle, something wrong?
Why me?
Why me what?
Michael, I've seen a picture of your wife. And even though the only thing you may share is your name, she is a stunningly beautiful woman, and you are a very handsome and powerful man. You could have any woman you choose. So why did you pick me?
Because of all the beautiful women I've ever met. And believe me, I have met more than my share. You're the only one who burns with an inner fire. You have talent, and you are driven to succeed at whatever you do. But most importantly, you understand me better than any other woman ever has. Believe me, Gabrielle, you are rare indeed. However, you have one minor flaw. You lack confidence.
Well, is that hardly... I mean, that's considering what I went through the whole last year.
Don't ever make excuses for your weaknesses, Gabrielle. You have to face them head on and conquer them, because then you'll never want for anything. Whatever you set your sights on, it'll be yours.
Excuse me, if I'm not interrupting, I'd like to check the air ducts.
They have timing, don't they?
Yeah, well, I'll just go and get the phone.
Ah.
Signed by Gabrielle.
Here it is.
How long do we have have before Wanda comes back?
Oh, I sent her all the way over to the other side of town to talk to our printer about the menu. She'll be gone at least a couple hours.
Way to go. I don't want her walking in and spoiling our surprise while we're up here decorating.
There you go.
Okay, how's that?
It's perfect.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all we have to hang up.
Good, I hate heights.
By the way, I wanted to show you this.
What is that?
It's Wanda's present.
Dead flowers?
Well, these are the flowers I picked for Wanda when we first met. I saved them, and when they dried, I had them pressed and framed for just such an occasion.
Oh,
That
wow.
is beautiful, Gilbert.
Oh, you don't think it's a silly gift?
No.
No, I think they're beautiful. I really do.
I was afraid I looked like a sentimental old fool.
No way. It's going to show her how much you care about her. That is so beautiful.
Guy was right for the picking. How could I let him get away without signing him up for a franchise?
Charlie, it's about time you got back. Where have you been?
Not now, Gilbert. I've got a lot of important things on my mind.
More important than Wanda's birthday?
Now, would I forget something as important as that, huh?
Yes. Otherwise, you'd have been here to help us put up the decorations for the surprise party. Or did you forget that, too?
No, I did not. And for your information, I was just out securing Wanda's birthday present.
Really? What is it?
Something special. As a matter of fact, it's on its way here right now as we speak. By special delivery.
So is Mary Lynn going to be able to make it to the party tonight?
Unfortunately, no. Ever since Lolly DeVore's final column appeared, she's been busier than ever with the show and fan club and a personal appearances interview, all that stuff.
Sounds like you haven't been able to see much of her lately.
I see more of Mary Lynn on TV than I do in person. But I guess that's what I have to expect when my wife's a TV star, right?
Asa, darling, please, hang up that phone.
No, not until you tell me why I can't call Vicky.
Well, because her time is going to be so dominated at that conference, and she's worked so hard to become a prominent publisher in a field that's dominated by men, and I think she's just going to be asked to speak at a lot of sessions.
So, she's going to be there a couple of days. She's bound to run into this hack reporter. I'm going to tell you something, Renee. I do a lot of big business in Texas. If the boys think I stole some land from some innocent people, I couldn't get near a contract with a 10-foot pen.
But, darling, why should we make Vicky worry about this right now?
Because nobody messes with a Buchanan and gets away with it. That's something you can thank your lucky stars for when we tie the knot.
Darling, I am fully aware that I am marrying one of the three musketeers. But please, Vicky has her hands full with this conference right now, and
Hey,
I just...
Why are you fighting me?
I'm not fighting you.
Don't you want to stop this scandal before it gets out of hand?
Oh, of course I do.
And I'm sure Vicky feels the same way. And she's going to do what's right by this family. Are you going to tell me where she is, or do I call Clint?
Oh, darling, please.
Do you tell me, or do I call Clint?
It's a boy!
Huh?
Yes, thank you anyhow. That's strange.
Oh, what is?
Vicky checked into that press conference hotel. Nobody knows where she is. She has not signed up for any seminars.
Oh, well, she's probably so busy she just hasn't had time to do it.
Renee, nobody has laid eyes on her. Doesn't make sense.
Well, darling, I promised Vicky that I'd look after the kids, so I'd better get on with the land.
Freeze, you freeze right there. Now, there's something going on. I can feel it in my bones.
I don't know what you mean.
Vicky didn't go to New York for that press conference. She went down here to find her daughter because that is the perfect place to pick up the trail for Nicky Smith.
Oh, well, I'm sure it is.
Stop, please, stop. Don't make it worse. No more lies, Renee. Where is she?
In New York.
I know that. Where?
Now, just a minute here. I swore a solemn oath to Vicky that I wouldn't say anything. And I don't like you bullying me when I've had to break my promise.
I'm sorry, Renee. I mean, I really am. Clint doesn't know anything about this either, huh?
No. Vicky wanted to do it all on her own.
Well, I tell you, I admire your loyalty. That's one of the things I love about you the most. But now that I know why Vicky went to New York, I have no choice. I must call Clint.
And that's about the gist of it. Ever since Vicky went to New York yesterday, I keep wondering whether I made the right decision by not going with her.
Hey, Clint, nothing's written in blood. Who said you can't just catch a flight and join her out in New York?
I know that, but I don't want her thinking that I'm trying to keep an eye on her. You know, on the other hand, if she finds herself there with a lot of time on her hands and I'm not there to keep her mind occupied, she could wind up sitting around the hotel room, dwelling on the past and, thinking about new ways to try and find her daughter.
Well, I think you're right about that, Clint. I don't think the solution to Vicky's problem is her sitting around putting all this brain time into it. Personally, I think this is just a biological thing.
Biological?
Sure, Clint. Come on, we're talking about a tie between a mother and her child. Now, any mother who finds out that she's got a child out there in the world someplace, she's going to do everything she can to try to find that child. Hell, look at everything that Tina went through when we first found out about little Clinton Milagro at the time, huh? So what do you think you're going to do about this?
I don't know. I guess all I can do is count on Vicky coming back from New York free of this obsession of hers to find her daughter on her own and just hope that she'll leave it up to me and Bo to continue the search.
I want your assurance that this will clear out the hotel long enough for me to break through the floor and get to the time capsule.
Trust me, once I put this in the ventilation system and people start feeling dizzy and nauseous, this place will look like a ghost town.
I'm hoping the health authorities have to send in a team of investigators. That would be a good cover for us, that activity.
You know, speaking of activity, I need everyone, including Gabrielle, out of this room for at least 3 hours. That's how long it'll take for the chemical to begin to spread itself throughout the air ducts.
Are you saying that after 3 hours, everybody's going to succumb to this virus?
No, not everyone, but enough people to start a panic and to create the distraction you need.
But you're absolutely sure that no one will die from this?
As long as no one breathes in a concentrated dose of it. Now, that's why I need this room cleared out. It'll take a while for the substance to dissipate itself throughout the ventilation system.
All right. These workmen are my men. They'll make sure that no one comes in.
Michael, that was another customer calling up to find out when this place is going to be open. They're lining up they're just lining up outside.
Okay, believe me, you'll be turning them away in droves before you know it. Oh, which reminds me, I've arranged for you to have lunch with Mrs. Sutton.
Who's Mrs. Sutton?
A wealthy dowager from California who spends a fortune every year on the latest fashions. Believe it or not, she wanted to sample an angel burger, so I told her that you'd meet her at the Heavenly Hash around noon.
Great. Are you going to join us?
No, I've got other business to attend to. Oh, and Mrs. Sutton hates to be kept waiting, so you better get your portfolio together and get right over there.
All right. Michael, thank you again.
You're welcome. Okay, that takes care of her.
He says I'm a gorgeous